Reactor gets very bad, combined traction.
Okay, copy. We're going to do quite significant setup times on the car.
He has no confidence because the car is too wiggling.
I think we are a bit lost, huh?
Okay.
I mean, it's huge over still.
Was FP1?
Very bad for us, actually. Yeah. We really struggled. On the Sunday, actually, things looked quite okay. Just the regular stuff, and then today we completely had a different car in balance, so it was quite panic. A little bit tense because he's gonna be on the edge. So we're gonna see. Yeah.
Qualifying is, for me, in a 24-hour race, something often overrated. It's something prestige and it's nice for the media and for your own mindset and like for your own ego when you start up front. Antares, he actually knows it, but still, he's a competitor and that's a good thing. He has the ambition that he would like to be on pole, which is fair, but still, I also know this feeling.
The downside of this week is that you have qualifying very early into the week, so that puts kind of a mark on where you are. Well, actually, after qualifying, still there's a lot of performance and time to learn. Actually, it's an important session. Now to see all the bronzes together.
Under 1 minute to start LMGT3 and LMP2 qualifying session.
Biggest leg is still like Porsche in karting turn. The karting, you have to clip more on the left-hander, the apex curbing to carry more speed through.
We are currently P20. The gap to P12 is 2.4 seconds.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I can get the like Marco guidance on how to gain that much time will be really helpful.
Remember, Porsche in karting turns, all your driver input needs to be really sensitive, so no aggression, keep the platform.
Marco is a very dedicated person, and I really mean this in the best of ways. He doesn't take your project unless he is fully convinced he can do 100%, 110% job.
From my side, if somebody would tell me during driving always where I have to work on, probably I would feel distracted or annoyed. He is different, and this is okay. But I also have to some sort of push him in my role as a coach. When he asks me what he shall do and he's not doing it, then what shall I do? I told him I don't know.
He is kind of like a school principal, screening or tutoring people coming through the Porsche echelon. So in that capacity, he has worked with Luke before as well.
And actually, his lap time is good now. And Porsche also finally looks good.
Better.
Oh my goodness. We have not seen this before. Like this is in the game, eh? 4-0.
Was a good improvement, Antares, keep working. Now you improve karting in Porsche.
Red flag session will not be resumed.
I mean, that red was unfortunate, but now like Porsche in karting looked really.
Doesn't matter if it's not a lap on the board.
Yeah, but
Doesn't mean shit. So.
no, it's not shit.
Doesn't mean shit if you don't see a lap. So let's back up. I want to get out of the face of all these guys.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I think it's a huge, shot to the chest. Maybe it shatters your ego, it shatters your expectations, but ultimately it is what it is. These things are roller coaster rides.
So the plan is to let Antares start the race. This is going to be a very mental challenge. I think it's on one side very overwhelming to be basically starting the race of your dreams. On the other side, I think he's ready for it. I think he has taken on so many things already out of his comfort zone that this will be just one other thing. If not, it will even help him further in his career for every other race start he's gonna do. This is the biggest one.
The Rutronic guys have been extremely cool about the fact that what they think is a championship contending program, even though in my mind it's a prep year, that top tier program turned out to be prep for Noir Le Mans. I think you only do justice to the occasion if you put your best foot forward. The reality of where I am skill-wise and my knowledge of those particular races proves that best foot forward may not be enough to get to the right result.
Antares, I'm going to head back to the box now, okay?
I'll see you.
So, have a good race.
Ring, ring, ring.
All good, you survived everything.
Tyre pressures and temp are good, you can push.
We did the track limits, so one track limit.
Guidance, please.
I'd honestly tell Antares he's one of the quickest bronze cars now.
Pace is strong, you are one of the quickest bronzers.
Starting the race, he was doing pretty well, I would say. Having a good stint, having good fights.
Very chaotic in the first lap, but actually he jumped from 46 to 42nd. At some point running 4th in class.
Front Mercedes behind me. One driver.
Salikov in Mercedes behind. Salikov in Mercedes behind.
The competitiveness he had with overtaking even silver drivers and then also fighting back and forth. It was pure racecraft.
Box this lap, Antares, box this lap. When you leave, really swing out, really swing out.
Whilst in the beginning you could really see that Antares had a very good rhythm. Whenever traffic started to come through, it started to be harder, and also with following cars, it really brought the tire out of the window again. There was a comment about light vibrations, and this is basically the indication that this starts to happen.
Whoa! No, Antares got hit.
Gold car, 58 kilometers to the side. I think all is okay. I think okay. How many pro cars behind me?
3 pro cars behind, 3 pro cars behind. Reminder, you have had 3 track limits total, 3 track limits total, please no more track limits. You have 2 gold cars and a pro car behind, 2 gold cars and a pro car behind.
Traffic guidance, no good. There was 3 gold cars, 0 front cars behind me.
This is what we should learn from it.
Yeah,
It's not the ideal way.
no, but it's what he wants.
It's what he wants.
Yeah, it's crazy, honestly, but it's just really hard to keep track of it when there's that many pro cars overtaking and then there's a bronze in the middle of it all.
Just relax and stay focused.
Suffering in sector 3. I can manage, but I'm losing pace.
He had to learn that going off track to letting someone pass means you get marbles on the tire, you have a difficult life for 1, 2, 3 laps. Taking it a bit easier when you start struggling means you drop in tire temperature, which only makes it even harder for you.
Information, your pace is really good, keep going, you are doing a great job.
My challenge has been, I think I'm too accommodating.
He just has to stay on the racing line, keep his position, not let anybody pass just because it's the way he usually is, quite gentle.
That's probably the challenge of being a bronze driver. You can work your way forward, but at the same time you will always have this gap to the very best in the field, and you need to find a way to coexist with it.
Box this lap, please confirm, box this lap, driver change to Luke.
The stint I had was probably messy enough if you just look at the number of track limits I've incurred. I clocked up 4 track limits. Now, we have only 5 before we cop a penalty.
He might not be happy because he's harsh for himself and he knows that his asset or his contribution would be having no track limits. But luckily Morris and I, we are very aware and we know what to do.
I'm so sorry.
Good job.
No,
You did well.
The car seems
Oh, you did well.
Like 3 times
Forget it.
outside.
Forget it. You did well. Don't be so hard on yourself. It was a good stint.
Well, I'm sorry,
No.
you have no more track limits now.
That's the job.
When we went out of pit for the first few seconds, we were pretty optimistic. Everything went well in the pit stop, timing, everything was very good.
So what happened? It's good or bad?
No, you cannot see it, I guess. Huh?
You see that
It's good or bad?
from the overflow coming, so
Yeah,
I'm pretty
this-
sure it's not full.
It's not full.
I'm pretty sure we have 10 laps until they run out of fuel.
Great. So,
You need to inform Luke basically, and you need to go by the car when you see it. You see it in telemetry, right?
While we were doing the driver change, the team made a grave mistake. The fuel coupling went in, but there was not much fuel going in. The couple was connected, but there was no flow.
make sure everybody's still ready, helmets on and everything, just for if we need to pit for fuel sooner than expected.
Still, at this point, Luke didn't know nothing about it. He was in the car, he was mega happy because he was on new tire, relatively lowish fuel, so he had the time of his life. Also going on the radio with quite positive comments. We were a little bit cheered up by it, but at the same time we knew, oh fuck, this means our whole race story will not go the way we planned it to.
Okay, Luke, the car head is for track position, car head is for track position. Next car head is also for class position.
Person's got a 900 car drive.
Information, next car head is silver.
I actually felt like I had a very good race car underneath me until the point where the guys came over the radio and mentioned like, we're missing fuel.
Okay, Luke, we have an issue with the car where the car was not refueled enough on the last pit stop, so we need to box this lap for fuel only, box this lap for fuel only.
Said we need to blank forward. The tires get so cold they collect pickup. All my performance that I lose is because I was driving in Trending, and now the tires have so much pickup due to their cold. Not because of my driving, just because they're cold.
The car really started to drive different compared to what I was used to. So I was basically reporting this, and I was actually trying to give information.
First, stay calm and just work the tires. It's the same for everybody.
Just focus, stay calm, the tyres will come back to you, the tyres will come back to you, just focus, stay calm.
They will not, because I already tried the last 10 laps. I can drive like this. If you're blaming me, then we don't learn anything.
We are not blaming you for anything. We are not blaming you for anything. Just stay focused and focus on the driving. Just stay focused and focus on the driving. There is nothing we can do at it in this moment.
What is he fucking talking about? Honestly, I'll give him a hard time when he
Yeah, I don't get this. I really don't get
It's
this.
crazy.
I'm calm, no worries.
They didn't take this the way it should be. I was super calm. I have to improve in this, but it might have sounded a little bit childish, potentially. But this was definitely not the way how I tried to bring things across.
Luke was probably a little bit, antsy in the car, really not feeling his best. But it's funny, despite all the complaints, if you actually look at the timing board, he was overtaking people left, right, and center.
And Towers is very involved as a driver, especially as a Vons driver. He's really passionate about this. He really cares and wants to learn and understand everything. So he knows how to avoid things happening again in future, or how to improve things.
Not my first rodeo, but hopefully the last one with this team.
Checkered flag, well done mate, good job, well done. We finished P8 overall in class, P8 in class.
We fucked up, huh?
Well, but
We shouldn't fuck this up, huh?
If we were not to have the fuel issue, we probably would have been in a much stronger position. I won't be presumptuous to say we'll do extremely well, but we will definitely rack up points. And I think a podium was not outside of our reach.
We'll have a debrief tonight, unless you have to be off early. Or
No, I will be very keen to understand what happened.
Yeah, for sure. We'll have a chat tonight, okay?
We still have some small incidents happening, some small mistakes and things we can iron out. But once we do this, I think we have a really great package and a really good potential.
I think the feeling everybody had when we crossed the line is, okay, we're not in this for driving around, we're really in this for learning, but definitely this year we can fight for very good results.
No car behind us is not pole position, no risk, minimum risk, Luke, minimum risk. Whoa. Remember mate, minimum risk, play it safe, no risk.